is our new earthquake machine. We have an adjustable C-clamp that goes through the system here, and then we just built the wood around it to stabilize the system and also to provide a platform or a table for our fault model to rest on, and for our pressure gauge also to rest on it. Here's the fault model. We provided some sandpaper here just to provide more friction, and so we're gonna place our fault model here. There we go. And I'm gonna start twisting the C-clamp here, providing pressure, and you can see the pressure built up on the gauge here, and every time there's a release, you'll see the release on the gauge, and also you see the fault slipping. So pressure build up and release.
The Tesla earthquake machine was a mechanical oscillator, which is basically a machine that produces vibrations. And by producing these vibrations, a machine could be made to resonate with different structures.
The oscillator machine is based on the principle that every substance, when stimulated, has a resonant frequency. If the frequency is matched and amplified by an outside force, such as the oscillator machine, any material can be literally shaken to pieces. The destruction of the Tacoma Narrows Bridge in Washington in 1940 demonstrated this principle. The winds whipping around the bridge hit just the right frequency, causing the steel bridge to sway violently in a rhythmic pattern that finally broke it apart.
To demonstrate the power of resonance, we're going to see what happens to a wine glass as it vibrates to its breaking point. First, I'll start the glass vibrating and use a microphone connected to an oscilloscope to see what frequency the glass vibrates at. I'll then set that frequency on a signal generator, which is going to play it back through an amplifier into a speaker. Because the glass is going to be moving more than 400 times per second, we will be using a strobe light in order to slow down the motion. Now, this is going to be loud, so I have to wear some protection. As the vibrations increase in intensity, the glass will start to move more and more, and eventually it can't take it anymore. So as I turn up the volume, the glass will break. So what we saw was like a mini earthquake, and Tesla's earthquake machine would be able to do this, but on a much larger scale.
Nikola Tesla's earthquake patents plus new blueprints to build your own working model now for the first time. The secrets of this machine are available to you. This new manual presents a new technology. It is based on sonic vibrations which can be produced by a comparatively simple apparatus, the Tesla oscillator. In the oscillators or transmitters described in this book, a resonance effect can be observed. Resonance appears to be an ever-expanding, magnifying effect with these transmitters. Very little input energy is required to set the device in motion and build that motion to tremendous levels of usable energy. The principle employed is called amplitude-modulated additive synthesis by music industry engineers. We have included a full chapter on vibration physics to explain what happens. Excerpt from the New York World Telegram, July 11, 1935. Nikola Tesla revealed that an earthquake which drew police and ambulances to the region of his laboratory at 48 East Houston Street, New York, in 1898, was the result of a little machine he was experimenting with at the time which you could put in your overcoat pocket. The bewildered newspapermen pounced upon this as at least one thing they could understand, and the father of modern electricity told what had happened as follows. I was experimenting with vibrations. I had one of my machines going and I wanted to see if I could get it in tune with the vibration of the building. I put it up notch after notch. There was a peculiar cracking sound. I asked my assistants where did the sound come from. They did not know.
Механический осциллятор включен в цепь, который состоит из блока питания, блокинг-генератора, а также самодельного умножителя и постоянного разряда. При включении блокинг-генератора мы получаем определенный разряд.
I grabbed a hammer and broke the machine. The building would have been about cleared in another few minutes. Outside in the street,
Мы слышим, что звук изменился, соответственно, изменилась и частота.
I told my assistants to say nothing. We told the police it must have been an earthquake. Nobody ever knew it. Some shrewd reporter asked Dr. Tesla at this point what he would need to destroy the Empire State Building, and the
В темноте
doctor
можно
replied,
заметить,
vibration will
какие
be
происходят изменения в той строй, когда вращается механический осциллятор. И тогда, когда он не вращается.
His early experiments in vibration